Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right folks, so for this video I'm going to be taking you around my latest Arrow Video 4K release that I got for the Psycho collection. And it goes without saying, but I will be reviewing the 4K pictures for parts 2, 3 and 4. Now the reason to why I'm not doing the first one is because it's the same universal transfer that we got around 2 years ago, and I've reviewed it already. I think I put it in the top 10 best looking horror movies on 4K. I think I had it at number 7. It looks absolutely spectacular, and if you haven't seen it on 4K, trust me, check it out. I think you'll be massively impressed by it. So yes, parts 2, 3 and 4, it's the reason to why I picked up this box set. Now having said that, I was somewhat hesitant about picking this release up. And this is the reason to why, because I have this. It is the Psycho Legacy collection from Turbine, and trust me when I say yous are well covered when it comes to special features. There is so much going on in this set. You've got the 4 movies on Blu-ray, you got the Psycho uncut version as well on Blu-ray. You've also got the remake of Psycho. I know we don't need it, but it's in there. You've also got the Psycho Legacy documentary. You've got the Bates Motel TV series from the 80s, and you've also got the 78-52 documentary. All of them are on separate discs as well. I think it's like a 10-disc box set. And not only that, but check out all the special features that you get with each movie. It is absolutely jam-packed. So if you haven't seen my unboxing of this, I will leave a link in the description below, and please check it out. I think you're going to be massively impressed by the contents inside this one. So now you can understand why I was somewhat hesitant about picking this one up. Having said that, Arrow Video does have you covered in terms of special features as well. There is so much going on in this box set. You get all brand new audio commentaries for each movie, which is always great. But there is special features that's on this box set that's not in the Legacy, and vice versa. So I think I'm finally covered when it comes to the Psycho collection and special features, particularly owning both of these box sets. As for the movies themselves, folks, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want the video to go on too long. But look, we all know the Hitchcock movie is a masterpiece. Up there, one of the greatest horror movies ever made. Part 2 is a great shout out for one of the best sequels ever made. Now, a lot of people do regard it as better than the Hitchcock movie. I absolutely do not see it that way. It's Psycho all the way for myself. Having said that, it is close. It is a great sequel. I love the way that they, you're watching it, and when you're watching it and you see the murder starting, you're instantly saying to yourself, well, it's obviously Norman Bates that's doing it. But the way it's all done, you start questioning yourself. You're kind of saying, oh, wait a minute, is there someone else doing this? And it has fun with you, and I quite enjoyed that with the second one. The third one, for me, tonally speaking, it felt fairly similar to the second one, but it did start to feel like your kind of old school 80s slasher. But I had still a good time with it. I really enjoyed it. Now for the fourth one, I was never a fan of it, and I'm still not. I just feel that when you start delving into the childhood of a character like Norman Bates, you're taking something away from the character himself. Much like they done with Rob Zombie's Halloween. When they start explaining why Michael Myers is the way he is, you're just taking something away from the character. And I just wasn't too crazy about that Psycho 4. It felt a little rushed, if I'm completely honest. I was kind of hoping that it would grow on me when I watched it again there a couple of nights ago, but yeah, unfortunately it hasn't happened. So folks, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you around the box set, and then I'm going to come back and I'm just going to quickly talk about some of the things I've seen when it comes to the 4K transfer. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so here we go, the Psycho collection. So the first thing you'll notice is there is actually a clear slipcase on this, and it kind of gives you that kind of shower curtain effect. And I actually thought that was genius. Fair play to Arrow Video for coming up with that, and it actually looked quite amazing. So look, I'm not going to spend too much time on it because, as you can see, the light is kind of reflecting off it, so I want to be able to show you the artwork properly. But yeah, it is a pretty cool looking effect. And then onto the spine we go, and there we go. That is, you got Psycho collection, shows you all the movies inside there. And then right around to the back, and this is a close look at your special features. Now I don't know how well that's coming across in the camera, but as you can see, there is quite a bit in there. It is well covered in terms of special features, very impressive. And then the opposite side is basically everything that you get inside this set. So is there anything on the tops and bottoms? Nothing there. So I'm going to just slide this open. and put it to the side. So as you can see, it is that iconic scene from Psycho. I love the red background. It looks absolutely beautiful, and the kind of way it's just hidden in the shadows. Just a fantastic looking bit of artwork. And like I said, when you put that clear slip onto it, it really just makes the picture. It's quite amazing. So right, I don't have to take us to the spine of this one again. I'm just going to show you the back of it. And of course, they were going to put the Bates house on the back of it, and look at that. It is so unbelievably eerie looking. And yeah, again, that red background, it just looks so impressive. So that is the entire artwork on this box set. So I'm going to remove each one of the discs and show you everything that's with them. Right, so here we go, the masterpiece that is Psycho. So I'm going to just say now at the start, I'm not too crazy about the artwork on this. It's not the worst I've ever seen. I think they could have done a bit more with it. But the face is quite creepy, and then when you actually look in the background, you can actually make out the house and of course the shadow in the window, which is a very nice touch. It's not terrible. I've just seen a hell of a lot better, if I'm completely honest. So what I'm going to do, folks, is instead of reversing the artwork on this and showing you the original, I'll show it to you on the posters that you get with each release. So that will be coming up. So that is the spine. And then take us around to the back. And I will just take you in closely here, and you can have a close look at the technical aspects and all of those special features that you get on it, and there is quite a bit there. So that's the back, and then I will open it up. That is your 4K disc. No Blu-rays with this set. And this is the items that's inside it, so I'll quickly show it to you now. So you've got 3 simple little postcards, just character cards. Just a couple of scenes from the movie. And when you turn around to the back, it is that newly commissioned artwork. So that's the 3 little postcards you get. And the poster that you get with it, now the paper is very flimsy. I kind of wish that our video showed us used the other paper that they put with the kind of Dario Argento box sets. But I can't get it in frame, folks, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give you a good idea of it. But this is the original artwork for Psycho, and I prefer this artwork when it comes to the actual box itself, so I will be changing it when this video ends. But yeah, that's what's on that's the alternate artwork that you get with the set itself. So there you go, folks. The other side is just the newly commissioned artwork, and I'll give you a quick look at it. There you go, a close look at that face again, and yeah, it looks quite creepy. So there we go, folks. That is everything that you get inside the first release of Psycho. So let's make our way on to the second. Right, so here we go, Psycho 2. Now, I actually do prefer this artwork over the previous one, but it's still not the best. So you got the kind of the shadow of Norman there in the background. Of course, you got him there in the middle as well. You have to have the house. I'm sure the house is going to be featured in every single one of the releases. I'll know now soon enough. Can't quite remember. But I have to admit, I do like the kind of blue and black look, the kind of splatter look to it. It does look pretty cool. So I will take us onto the spine. And then right around to the back, and just like the previous one, I'm going to just take you in and give you a close look at the technical aspects and your special features. And there's quite a lot there, it has to be said. So there we go, that is the back of Psycho 2. I will open it up. That is your 4K disc. And here is the items that you get inside this one, and it's just the same as what we've seen with the other one. You got a couple of stills from the movie. So there we go. And then when you turn around to the back, it is that newly commissioned artwork. And then all that's left to do is to show the poster. And I love the original artwork for Psycho. Check that out. Look at that. Isn't that just so eerie looking? It's just beautiful. And I'm definitely sticking with this artwork as well when it comes to the actual release. It is an absolutely beautiful looking bit of artwork. I love it. And flip it around, and then I just give you a close look at the newly commissioned artwork. Again, I do like the colour scheme on it, but yeah, it doesn't come close to the original artwork. So there we go, folks. That is everything inside the second one. So let's make our way on to the third. Right, so here we go, part 3. Now, I just wanted to quickly just say at the start of this one, it is lashing rain at the moment, and apologies if it's coming across on my audio, it just cannot be helped. But I have to tell you, this artwork is easily my best so far. That is unbelievably creepy. Look at that. I'll take you in close so you can have a look. Even the face over here. It is so frighteningly good. Look at that. And again, the orange splatter effect, it works quite well on this one. So yes, massively impressed with the artwork on this one. I love it. And onto the spine. And then right around to the back. And as per usual, I will take his in. And let's just have a look at those special features and your technical aspects. So there we go. That is the back of the box. So I will open this one up. That is your disc. Having said that, I do love the original artwork for part 3 as well. So I'm a bit conflicted when it comes to the artwork on this one. I was so impressed by the new bit of artwork you get with it. And I will take out all the little items that you get inside this one. So just like the other previous 2, you have a couple of stills from the movie itself. And yeah, and I presume the backings are going to be the newly commissioned artwork as well. Let me see. There we go. It is indeed. Very nice. And I will quickly then show you the poster. And I do, like I said, the original artwork is quite impressive in this one, so I'm somewhat conflicted about which one to go with. But there is something, I don't know what, even back in the day when I used to see this in my local video store, there's something very creepy about this artwork. And of course, you have to have the house in the background in the shadow of the mother there as well. It is a fantastic bit of artwork. And like I said, yeah, not quite sure what to go with on this one. But here we go. This is again a close look at the newly commissioned artwork. And look at that. Again, sorry about the light glare there, folks. It just can't be helped, unfortunately. But yeah, it is quite amazing. So there we go, folks. That is a quick look at the poster for part 3. So let's make our way on to the 4th and last. Right, so here we go. Psycho 4, the beginning. And the artwork is not too bad on this one either. It's probably my second favourite of the lot. Again, I'm hoping that you can make it out there because, like I said, the light is kind of just shining down on it. It's kind of quite hard to make it out. But it does come across as, you can sort of see, it's like the young Norman Bates. I think that's what it is up at the top there. It looks like the house is on fire as well. It is not a bad looking cover, it has to be said, on this one. I am going to stick to this one in terms of the artwork because I wasn't too crazy about the original artwork. So right, I'm going to take us onto the spine of this one. And then right around to the back, and I'll take us in close and let's just have a look at the special features there. And this definitely looks like it has the least amount out of all the movies. So yeah, that is the back of the box, and right, open it up. Let's have a look. Oh, there's 2 discs inside this. I forgot about that as well. So you got the that's the normal version there as well, and then the other one, the aspect ratio is different. The TV aspect ratio version. Now I didn't check this one out on 4K. I done this one here. So that is your discs. I will take out all the items. For some strange reason, they couldn't be bothered to put postcards into this, which is it's a bit of a shame that I don't know why they've done that. But here we go. This is the artwork for the original artwork for Psycho 4, and yeah, I don't know what it is. I wasn't too crazy about it, so I might be sticking with the newly commissioned artwork when it comes to this one. But yeah, of course that house has to be featured there as well. And I'll take it back around and show you the other poster or the other artwork. But again, I don't know how well you can make it out. Damn that light anyway. But there we go. That is a close look at the newly commissioned artwork. So all that's left to do is to finally show the booklet that you get inside this release. Right, so here we go with the book itself, and as you can see, it is the same artwork as the main box set here. That's a shame they didn't do something a little bit different. So of course you got the shadow there of Norman Bates. And then that is the spine of it there. And then right around to the back, there is nothing there. Now, I have to admit, it's a shame when it comes to the booklet that they didn't do like maybe a hardback book like that you would see with like the likes of Second Sight. I would love to see Arrow Video just, you know, just put that extra bit of effort in there. But as you can see with the booklet itself, it is some production notes. It's basically just a write-up of the entire history of the Psycho collection. And it's quite a thick looking book as well, it has to be said, so there's quite a bit there to read, as you can see. So there you have it, folks. That is everything inside this fantastic release of the Psycho collection, and I have to give credit when credit's due to Arrow Video. They've done a wonderful job with the presentation on this release. Yes, some of the newly commissioned artwork is not for my taste, but I know a lot of people are going to appreciate it. But it doesn't stack up anywhere close to the Legacy collection that I showed at the start of this. But look, it's still a beautiful looking release. Right, there we go, folks. That is the Psycho collection, and Arrow Video have done a great job on it. Right, so on to the 4K transfer. So naturally, I'm going to start with the second one. So when I knocked it on, the first thing I noticed is how clean the image is. It is remarkably clean. And that's a huge step over that Legacy collection that I have. You do see a lot of kind of dirt and, you know, scratches and all that kind of stuff on the picture, on the Blu-ray. But it is massively cleaned with this Arrow Video release. It is a grainy affair, I'm not going to lie, particularly when you see a lot of the interiors of the Bates house. It is quite grainy at times, but take nothing away from it. It is beautifully filmic. It is a very faithful looking transfer. Now, the HDR colors really do increase things in terms of color. Not drastically, but it does improve things. And I think you're going to really enjoy some of the improvements when it comes to its colors. The black levels are good. They're not great, they're not amazing, but they're quite decent. And look, I was very impressed by it. Is it a 4K showcase disc? Absolutely not. But it is easily the best the movie has ever looked, and I was quite satisfied with it. As for part 3, my god, that one is so much more colourful than the second movie. Now, it's much similar to the second one in terms of the grain structure. It is quite heavy at times, but it is beautifully, beautifully consistent, and I don't think you'll have too many complaints with it. But unfortunately, grain haters, I think you're not going to be impressed with any of these movies, if I'm completely honest. But I had no issues with it. It looks, like I said, beautifully filmic, and I have little complaints with it. Now, the HDR colours on the third movie don't drastically change things either. It's just a huge refinement in that colour, and I think you'll be impressed by some of the subtle changes that they have made when it comes to the colours, particularly in a few scenes where I was like, wow, this looks absolutely jaw-droppingly good. But not only that, but the third movie is so much sharper than the second one. The second one does come across as very soft, particularly when you do stack it up against the third one. And some of the fine detail that you're going to see through this presentation is quite striking. And the black levels and the shadow detail all look quite amazing. It is a fantastic presentation on the third one. I was massively impressed by it. As for part 4, it is quite simple, folks. All you have to do is take what makes parts 2 and 3 great on 4K, splice them together, you've got yourself part 4. It is an absolutely extraordinary looking 4K transfer. I never thought in a million years that movie could look as good as it does on this release. They have done such an amazing job on it. Now, when it comes to the grain structure, there is grain on this one, but it's definitely nowhere near as heavy as the previous two. It's a very pleasing looking viewing experience, no question about it. The fine detail to be seen on this one is quite striking. All across the board, you're going to just make out so much fine detail. Texturally speaking, it looks fantastic. Even on the close-ups, you will make out every single pore, crease and wrinkle. It is all there to be seen. The black levels are absolutely extraordinary. They really, really are. And when you get that increased shadow detail, it really is a sight to behold. And the HDR colors, they don't drastically change things again, just like the previous two. But you're going to definitely appreciate some of the subtle changes that they have made with the color. It is an all-round spectacular looking 4K transfer, and well done, Arrow Video. You have done such an amazing job. You've done an amazing job on all the movies, but the fourth one in particular, I was so surprised by. The DTS, all three actually have DTS 5.1 audios as well, and it actually sounded great. They really did. Now bear in mind, folks, these are incredibly front heavy. The surrounds are all down to kind of, ambient sounds, so don't be expecting too much when it comes to your surround speakers. But the dialogue is unbelievably clean, amazingly centered. You are going to have no issues with the 5.1 audio. Now, I didn't check out, there's also a 2-channel DTS on all three of the sequels. I didn't check them out, but I was told by a few people that apparently they sound very thin, so you would probably be better off sticking with the 5.1. So all in all, folks, I was absolutely ecstatic with how all the movies looked on 4K. Now, you're probably wondering, what is my best looking movie of the 4 on 4K? It's quite simple. It's still the first movie. I was blown away by how Psycho looked on 4K. I never thought a black and white movie could look that good. The biggest testament that I can pay to the first movie on 4K, it actually looks like it was shot today. It really is that impressive. And it's my favorite Psycho movie. It is my favorite 4K transfer. It also got a DTS:X audio, and it sounds quite amazing as well. So it is the first one for me. The other three do look fantastic. Out of the best 4K transfers you're ever going to see, absolutely not, but they're easily the best that they've ever looked, and I don't think you're going to have too many complaints with them. So there you go, folks. That is my reviews for the Psycho collection, and as you can see, I am quite happy with it, and it was worth the gamble in the end. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this amazing collection. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.